Hello everyone, Dr. Asher here. Today I want to discuss about the B12 and how can you get it in a safe form. In the previous video, I explained that most of the B complex contain cyanocobalamin, which can cause side effect to most of the people actually. So the reason they use cyanide, I want to explain to you in this video, is basically same as all other cheap processed food. They wanted longer, longer shelf life. They want it to not to degrade it based on the exposure to the light or heat, especially when they want to transport the product. They want it to be stable and as cheap as possible they can produce. Therefore, cyanide is cheap. The synthesize it is very cheap. And the process of adding cyanide to the core center molecule of the cobalamin is very easy. So what they do, they produce hydroxycobalamin, then they expose it to the cyanide, and center of the molecule has a cobalt and it easily reacts with the cyanide and it becomes cyanocobalamin, which is not a very suitable supplement. So yes, there are so many advertisements, as I explained, that it's low dosage, it doesn't do this and that, but most of the people I know who taking B12, they facing some side effects. So is there any alternative to this? First, there are natural alternatives. If you are not vegetarian, liver to me is the best source of vitamin B12. So if you taking organs during the week, once a week at least, it really, of course, red meat also contain B12, salmon has B12 and so many other meat products. However, eggs as well. However, liver is like a B complex. So if you're taking liver, you're taking your B complex weekly. If you are vegetarian, the chance you're getting B12 is a little bit less. Natural yeast supplement, you can get it from some fermented food. And one thing that in Iran they do is basically they get the wheat, and then after they get the wheat, they let it rise in the dark, so it doesn't start to produce chlorophyll. So once those wheat rise around half a centimeter, they grind it and then they use it as a source of the vitamin B complex, which it is very strong and it does have B12. So that's another source. So beside that, if you want to take it in a supplement form, there are so many supplements such as those B complexes that I'm showing here, and I will leave the link to Amazon in the description. Those B complex doesn't have B12. And if you need to take B12, you need to know B12 doesn't only come in the cyanide form. It comes in the methylene form and hydroxy form as well. And some supplement basically produce vitamin B12 which have the methylene inside the core instead of cyanide, which is very good. And I leave the link to all of them in the description. If you take them, you're not gonna get any kind of side effect and not gonna feel those kind of headache, nausea, diarrhea, and so on, because there's no cyanide inside. Of course, it is more pricey, but I think it's worth the money. And besides all of that, my suggestion is you get one supplement with the B complex without B12 inside, and just separately you buy this B12 with the methylenated cobalamin, and just mix them together and take it when you want to take it as a supplement. I hope that worked for you better. This was for today. I hope this video was interesting for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the future video, I'm gonna talk about the methylene blue, so don't miss that. Till next time.